Hi guys, just had another disappointing outing, planning to do some filming, and when I got there the car didn't work. This time it was the red Mini. So I've come home, I've checked with different transmitters this time, because last time all it was it had decided it didn't like the transmitter I was using. But this time I've come home and it's not responding to the transmitters. So I've started measuring the voltages. Can you see that? So coming out of the battery pack, we've got plenty of volts, 12.5 volts. Going down to the switch and back up again, we come out here. So we're getting power to the circuit board. I could zoom in a bit, but I don't think there's much point, to be honest. You're more interested in just seeing we're getting voltage there. If I follow the track round for the positive rail, it comes round the outside here, and the next point of contact should be just here. And I'm getting nothing. Well, I think I will move the camera. Oh. So I should be able to go on the negative rail there, and if I rub through the track a little bit, you can probably see the voltage coming up. So that's going through the blue insulation over the top of the track. Follow it round. Still getting it there. Follow it round to there. And we're getting it now. I reckon we've either got a loose solder joint there or a crack. Because when I went on there, when the camera was in the other position, we were getting nothing from that point. Getting frustrated here, guys. I thought I'd found it early on, which is why I started the video earlier. I thought I'd found a crack in the track here, but there isn't one. I think I'd just got some dirt on here when I was trying to make contact, and once I'd actually cleaned it, then we get a good contact there, and we do get continuity all the way through. I've tried direct connections to various bits, and as you can see, we do have power getting to the board, and tapping on various outputs on the RX2 chip, we are getting output. And just to really confuse things, by accident I found if I put my finger across the top, I've got nothing there at the moment. So there's something, well, obviously there's something wrong, but something I haven't traced yet, but just by partially shorting across here, or may even be capacitance, I'm putting enough of the right condition on there. So I'm not quite sure what it is yet. It's not quite right, but there's something there. I mean, the short answer is we are getting power to the board, so it's nothing to do with any of the battery feed or the on-off switch. But there's something on board there that's not happy. So we'll do a bit more digging. Still chasing my tail, but I think we might have some sort of capacitive problem, or one of the capacitors. I found moving my finger out over here and making contact was bringing it into service. I also found if I hold my finger on one of the buttons for long enough, it seems to build up power, capacitance, and then it goes. So finger on, just wait. Is it going to do it? Very strange. And this controller. Nothing with this controller. And yet it was working fine with this controller last time. Oh, there we go again. None of those capacitors look puffy. But it does seem like something's building up charge and then working. Yeah, no idea at the moment. Well guys, I've been round in a big circle on this red Mini, and I've ended up in exactly the same position as I did with the blue Mini. I think they're actually made by the same people. This might be an earlier version. Anyway, the situation was, before we went out it was working fine with this transmitter. I better turn it back on again. Right, it was working absolutely fine with that transmitter. I'd even done a video with it. We went out with my grandson to have another go so we could race the red and blue Mini, and when we got there nothing happened again. Exactly the same problems I had with the blue one. So I came home, tried another transmitter, and this one works a bit as it did just then, but reverse isn't working, steering isn't working. I had a good look at the circuit board and I found that if I actually rested my thumb over some of the tags, then it actually started working again. So I got the impression there was some sort of capacitive problem. Maybe one of the capacitors had blown. Well, this morning I thought, well, let's just try a few other transmitters, and it works with this transmitter now, and it works with this transmitter. This transmitter is the same as this one, but there must be some very slight difference in the frequency, a little bit on the trim, and so I'm at complete loss as to exactly what the problem is. All I can say is today it's working fine with this transmitter. I think what I will end up doing though is putting a proper hobby grade receiver in there, ESC. I may even do the proper job and put a servo on the front for the steering. Normally I just put an ESC to drive the drive motor because that works fine. But I think that's what I'll end up doing. Make it a hobby grade one so we can drive it around without having to fuss around trying to find a matching transmitter every time we want to go out. So frustrating.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.